Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Paulio Jr. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing just a really simple review of the LG Stylo 3, which is what you see here. Extremely thin, extremely light, and actually pretty durable, even without the case and so forth. So I'm going to show you the quick sizes. We're going to size it up literally against my previous phone and then to an iPhone. So my last phone that I absolutely love LGs. This was the LG Tribute HD, and you can see just the size difference. The Stylo has a 5.7-inch HD display and came out August 2017, something like that. So typically, if you wait about a year, you see the prices of cell phones literally drop in half, if not more. So um, this is the size of my previous phone, which is not as wide. I'm trying to show it to you without getting the reflection of the screen in there, but definitely not as wide, and definitely not as tall. And then just to give you another uh, example here, here's the iPhone 6, and that's up to the LG smaller than the LG Tribute HD, and then as you can see, the LG Tribute HD is smaller than the LG Stylo. The LG Stylo 3, excuse me. Um, the LG Stylo 3 actually was compared against the Samsung Galaxy Note just because of its size alone. Now, even though it's not as big as the Galaxy Note, it has it definitely is within that competitive range in size, so which a lot of people like. And the big thing that the Note has is once I pulled this out, let's see here. Yep. Okay. So if I'm just on my lock screen right here, well, what I was showing you was this the Stylus Pen. But so if I just, yeah, there's the reflection. Real nice, Paul. I pull out the Stylo Pen I don't have any lock on the screen right now. I can start to write whatever I want, and then save it and so forth. I can just use the stylus in general for anything if you want to go old school and use that Palm Pilot. So that Palm Pilot style. But when you do actually pull it out, so I'm just going to go to my last screen here, and so we're on the last screen, and then when we actually do pull out the stylus, it shows previous pictures that I've drawn in the memo and so forth, and then asks me if I want to capture, um, certain areas, if I want to do a quick memo, pop scanner. Basically, all just different options of using the Stylus 3. So once you pop it back in, the display goes away, and you're back to just using your finger. Uh, the one thing I do like about it is it has a really nice camera. Now, granted, it's not as good as the Notes, or this one is actually 13 megapixels on the rear camera, and it's not as much on the front. I forget. The one really good thing that I actually like about all LGs, now this is just besides this, but anytime you buy an LG phone, you get 100 gigabytes of free storage on Google Drive for 2 years. So I have quite a bit of storage on my Google Drive because all I buy are LGs. So the battery is absolutely insane. You have obviously the option for the micro SD on the back. I forget exactly what the milliampere is for the storage capacity for the battery is, but after getting this phone, I've gone using it 2 days without charging it, so which is really nice. Now the Stylo 4 did just come out recently, uh, but uh, it's still, I think that one's like a little bit bigger and it's definitely a little bit faster, but you're not going to get anything for this size and this price. So the biggest things that I like about it is, number one, it's an LG. So it's durable. You have some kind of limited warranty on it as well. So you have the manufacturer warranty on it. It's quick. I can open up I can have multiple apps open at one time. And I actually read a review on CNET that was comparing this to the Note, and it was saying how laggy the Stylo 3 was, and that's just not my experience with it at all. So I use an app when I do deliver for Amazon Flex um, that requires a ton of memory. And I have that, and I have Google Maps running in the background, and then I'm playing music, and then I have like three other things open in the back. And I couldn't really do that on my previous phones, and that's just been me. But I can have like 6, 7, 8 apps open at one time, and I'm perfectly fine. This phone you don't have to pay more than $120 for, and if you have something like um, like Ebates or whatnot, you even get cash back and so forth. But you can find these on eBay refurbished for 100 something, which is absolutely nothing. So whereas compared to the Samsung Galaxy Note, which is like $900, something like that. Like you could literally get 8 of these for a Galaxy Note. So I like that you can multitask. I like having the option to use the stylus pen. I like how thin it is, but I also like the actual size of it. The size of the screen is fantastic. And then also having the fingerprint scanner is actually on the back. You can see it right there. It's just right at the bottom below the camera. So obviously, just what you can do with a lot of phones for a while now, unlocking your phone, unlocking apps, and so forth. The only thing it doesn't have is facial recognition, uh, and it doesn't have the NFC feature, like in which where you can use your phone to do mobile pay and that kind of stuff. But that's really the only downside. I don't use that anyway. But as far as just being able to use a multitude of apps um, at this, obviously at the same time, and then uh, getting everything that I need to get done on a phone without waiting is what I need personally. And I do like the Note a lot because of the size of the screen, but sometimes that size is a little bit too big, like where it's like tablet big, where I can barely fit it in my pocket. This the Stylo 3 feels like it's very generous, but also um, it feels very comfortable when you do put it in your pocket and so forth. And even when I do have the case on it, it's still perfectly fine in my pocket and so forth. But it's really funny that when I put it up to uh, the display on the card that I have, it covers the entire display. This phone going whatchamacall horizontal going horizontally is is bigger than the display, or at least as big as the display um, in my car. Yeah, those are the biggest things. So getting any LG, you get 100 gigabytes of Google Drive storage for 2 years. Um, the Stylus Pen is a really cool feature. Being able to multitask without lagging. I've read things about, like I said, I've read things about the phone lagging, which is absolutely not true at all in my experience. The battery lasts forever, even while playing, even if you're just like binge watching videos and so forth. The the battery like barely, it doesn't drain at all. So this is a phone that, like in any case, when you are using anything that requires a rechargeable battery, you typically want to let it get to the lowest point as possible, and then doing a full recharge, whether it's a laptop, whether it's a cell phone, whatever it is. Um, and that's what I can do now with this phone. I don't have to worry about it. So this isn't a phone that I need to charge every night. I can just leave it by the bedside, and then when I need to charge it, I can charge it. It's not like, oh my God, I need to charge my phone because it's gonna die. No, that's not the case with this. So yeah, that's a very simple review. If you are interested and you did like this review, then check it out in the link below. The LG Stylo 3. It's less than half the price of the LG Stylo 4 that just came out. Has a lot of cool features, and it's made by LG, so it's always good by me. It's definitely good by me if it's made by LG. So Stylus pen, fingerprint scanner, multitasking, no lag whatsoever, being able to stream constantly without draining the hell out of your battery, and then having the um, having that really large screen that's not too intrusive. So go LG all day. Thanks for watching. See you guys.